Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Legends of Idleon. So right here I'm just on my second character getting some woodcutting levels in order to equip the old hatchet, but also most notably I'm just getting enough logs for, the quest for the rest of my characters when I create them in the future. And early game resources are pretty important and take a little bit to accumulate. So right here I ended up getting my first spore card, which is base health 12 I believe. I do go into cards a little bit more in the later episodes. It also unlocks the drop tables, if I haven't mentioned that in one of the previous episodes. And this is the Summer Spirit card, gives you catching experience, which is a World 2 skill. This is the third out of 4 summer event cards. Right here I'm just doing a lot of babysitting with my anvil and, upgrading the capacity and buying some points with some cash in order to upgrade the speed a little bit as well. And just a little glimpse into the talent tree. Like I said before, if anything changes I'll show you guys, but it all just went into sharpened axe for now. Right here I got one of my first rare drops, which is the Give Up on Life pants. They're pretty good for right now, considering I don't have anything. They are used for at least one quest to my knowledge. I do end up getting a few pair early on, and I try and save them, but they just turn out to be a waste of bank space, considering they're going to be coming out of our ears later on when we go kill the boss at the end of World 1, en masse, so... And they're not that rare. So for a while you'll see me ping pong characters back and forth from skilling and killing things. Early on, there's plenty of good reasons for it, mainly because you don't get enough talent points to kind of go into both, especially early on. And like I said previously, I'll be showing the same things kind of on each character just to give most people a step-by-step process of what I've been doing and, what I'm accomplishing on each character. Because each character is, definitely important in its own right. And right here I'm just finally creating the farmer brim and the orange tea. I believe you can keep one of them. I think it's the hat that you can keep, and it counts towards all of your other characters' quests, but you have to craft the orange tea again on all new characters. It's one or the other. I think it's the orange tea. For some reason you can't just use a previously crafted one. And this Can't Somebody Else Do It quest is new to me. It wasn't in the game when I was playing back in the day. So basically you just gotta make another character. I'm pretty sure it just promotes people to actually make more than one character, because I remember that being kind of a thing back then where people really only played one character. So like anything new for anybody, it's probably a little bit difficult to get into in terms of concepts. Right there I ended up getting a capacity bag and showing it off. The capacity bags that give you like monster parts and stuff also work for smithing, as I showed that off. And up at the top of the screen is just a little tutorial about pretty much making your second character. And speaking about anvil stuff, the points I will spend in the future will mostly go towards capacity until I get around 10,000. And then I'll probably focus on speed at around 10,000, and then the rest will just basically go into EXP, or experience. And to be honest, most of your characters aren't really going to go past the third, anvil material, which is boring bricks, and that unlocks at, I believe, level 12. It's one of those things that I'll, show when I get to it. So I ended up just hopping around on my characters to complete that second character quest. And as before, my second character has some Give Up on Life pants, so his pant slot is filled. Right here I ended up just making some torn jeans. They're going to be useful later on for a few recipes, but for right now the 4 defense is very much welcomed, and they're kind of best in slot since it is the beginning of the game. And mind you, this is still day 1 of this account. So moving forward, we are on the Frogs map, which is the second map after town. This is where the picnic stowaway is, for anybody that doesn't know where he's at, and he only spawns after you progress through a certain quest on Scripticus's main quest line. His first quest is to bring him 50 Nomwitches, so I didn't have them at the time, and I ended up just going past the frog map to the board beans to talk to Prometheus and get my class right away. I will be back to complete that picnic stowaway quest later. And I know I said I was going to do things differently on this account, which I am, and I do plan on, doing that, but I have the most experience with archers, and I'm not going for the same class as my first account, so it is, different in that regard. So I end up choosing archer here. Right on this screen you can kind of get a glimpse of what they specialize in, and how their damage / health / speed fares against and comparable to one another. And at the time I forgot to kind of go over each and every single new talent that you unlock by unlocking the archer class. I do record it eventually. I don't know which episode it's going to be in, but I do kind of go over it a little bit. I put the first 2 points into the piercing arrow and the kick just because it affects your AFK and how many kills per hour you get. I felt like I kind of made a mistake here. You kind of want to go with the middle talent, which is the weapon polymer limbs for the damage, because you run out of mana so quickly that abilities aren't really that useful. And in the future I do use one of those reset fragments that you get from these quests, and you do get reset fragments and reset potions from other quests as well, so early on you don't have to be afraid to use them. But they are scarce, and they are time gated in the fact that you can only get them from drops if your drop rarity is high enough, certain quests, and shops which reset every day. So his next quest is the Baba Yaga one. You don't have to kill it, but you do have to kind of find it. The portal to where Baba Yaga is down here. It requires, I believe, 1500 bean kills to unlock the portal. And some people have also mentioned before that they don't know where the birch tree is, and it's basically just right there, right next to the portal. It's the tree that I'm chopping. So hopefully that answers any questions anybody has. Right here I ended up getting the first board beans card, which I show off right here. It's a pretty good card early on. It gives you 7 base damage, and you can see the kill counts, the health, the accuracy needed, and whatnot. And like I said before, I will kind of go a little bit more in depth on that. Right here is the quick reference screen, which right here I'm just kind of going into the anvil, and you can actually quick deposit things into your storage chest from here and spend points, which is very cool and very useful, so you don't have to go back to town every time. And now that I'm past level 14, I can talk to Grasslands Gary to unlock tasks, which are very important and a very good thing to unlock, especially early on. So basically tasks are just achievements or objectives that you can complete to unlock certain things, whether they be merit points for the merit shop over there on the right, or trophy points that you can unlock certain recipes and items, and even gems from the unlock tab up there. And the first thing I end up maxing out is the Blunder Hills monster respawn rate. At the max level I believe it's 20% faster, which is really good. And I'll also be showing every time I finish a task and use the merit shop, so don't be worried about that. Right here I do have one available unlock, but I don't end up using it. I end up saving it because I can't make any of this stuff anyways right now. And I think I end up just using it on the gems because I want to try and get to the golden anvil as quickly as possible. But regardless, I don't feel the urgency or pressure to complete tasks as soon as possible, so I'll get to them when I get to them. Right here is my second pair of Give Up on Life pants. Like I said earlier in the video, I get a few of them early on already. So I sit here and actively grind out the 1500 kills needed for the Baba Yaga portal. And I kind of just give it a little tour. There are red mushrooms in here, which they drop their own like spore cap mushroom, and you can climb the trees, and I show that off right here. If you want to avoid Baba Yaga while you're fighting it, you can climb the trees. I personally don't do it. I just kind of use the platform that the portal's on, but you know, teach their own. So this is the end of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.